to make this happen. Good morning. Good morning. See if we can deal with the morning's challenges. Every morning there's a challenge. And hold on. Let me get everything up and running. Having some thoughts this AM. I have thoughts every morning. Coffee does that to you. I don't know. Get YouTube, Facebook, and all the rest of it. Here we go. Hopefully it does that to you. Is doing well today. I hope everybody well every day. Every day you got to do good. I said before, don't ever let anybody come anywhere near your joy. You can't let them. Can't let them. They can't have it. Take your joy and put it somewhere. But I was doing some peeking around this morning. I try to consolidate everything people send me. All right, let me see. We got some weird things happening on in the background. What in the world? Oh, that's the Cotan brother. Hold on, let me see if I can move him. That's that slave. Y'all remember? Hold on, let me show you. That was from yesterday. Y'all remember this guy, poor slave. Yeah, why y'all do this to people? I don't know why y'all do this to me. I know, actually, you know what? I know why. It's your trust. I done figured it out, y'all. I done figured out what is wrong with the world. I figured, let me see if I can move, because I can't see my comments right. Hold on. I got to do some editing here. Move that, move this. I done figured out what's wrong with the world. Y'all just too trusting. I figured out. Yeah, I said, my green screen messing up. I said, y'all too trusting. Not me. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust I don't trust nothing. I don't trust nobody. Well, I trust my friends. I trust my friends to a degree. But I like this background because I think this background displays what's wrong with the world. The world is broken, and it's not human beings. It's not people that's the problem. Not directly. I think our biggest problem is we trust too much, and we don't. Trust comes about by consistency over time. And that's what you can trust in. If your government always lies to you, if your leaders always lie to you, if your husband or your wife always is lying, you got some friends that always lie to you, they hide the good stuff from you. You can't have nothing good because they always got some secrets. You can trust that they will always be consistent and lie to you. That's somebody, what you can trust in when it comes to the people who run this world, you can trust that they're always going to lie to you. I think our gullibility is the cancer that plagues the planet. I don't think it's human beings. I don't think, I know, you know how we say human beings are the plague of the planet. We say all that. I don't think that's the problem. I think we're just too gullible. All right, let me see. Uh-oh. I see some people in the room this morning and figured it out. All right. I guess I got it. I got to deal with the elephant in the room. They done said a couple things. Yes, it is my day of birth. I'm not sure how you're supposed to say that the right way because people every now and then keep changing what you're supposed to say on that. And yeah, I'm working on my birthday because you're supposed to work on your birthday. This isn't work actually. This is not slave career stuff. That's work. This is not work. This is trying to make things better. This is trying to fix a broken planet. This is trying to fix broken people and make them whole again. This is trying to fix the human. That's what I want for my birthday. And thank you for all the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. That's what I want for my birthday. I want people to stop being gullible. So this is what this is what I want for my. I don't want no minerals. I don't want no slave technology. I don't want any of that slave nonsense. I don't want none of your slave money. I don't want none of your colonizer anything. All I want for my birthday is I want you to go to your friend, your neighbor, your family member, Whoever that person who's still gaslit, still over trusting of nonsense, over trusting of their leaders, and tell them, say this bald headed black dude from the internet says, stop being so damn gullible. That's all I want. That's it. That's all you gotta say. That's all you gotta say. It can be your pastor too. You can say damn to your pastor. You can say that. He'll be okay with it. I want everybody just to go to them and say, stop being gullible. Use consistency over time like an adult. Use a little critical thought and realize what's wrong with your work. I didn't figure something out. Let me show you. I was watching something this morning. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's just so simple. It really actually is so simple to fix the planet. It's not a hard fix. It's a very simple fix. Because I get annoyed. Well, I get annoyed. I get annoyed sometimes. Sometimes I get annoyed, but it only lasts for like a moment or two. But this is what I think. I think our trust makes it cheaper to kill people than do the right thing. This is why I want y'all for my birthday to tell people stop being gullible. Because we are so over trusting of everything that comes across on the media. We are so trusting of our governments all the time that it's just cheaper to kill people. It actually is. Our trust, there's an economic factor in our trust. We trust the people who always lie to us, who are murdering, raping, and killing children all over this planet. And so economically, it's cheaper to kill people and steal what they have than it is to actually do the right thing and promote free energy, promote abundance, use technology to help people, to feed children, to use the surveillance state to make sure that people aren't getting robbed and mugged and women aren't getting raped in alleyways and sex slavery isn't getting rolled out. Use technology to help people, to feed people. So I was looking at something this morning. Oh boy, have y'all heard about this? What is it called? Because first of all, free energy is not a myth. It's not a myth. Energy has always been free. It comes out of the sun, it lands on the planet. Plants use it, they get everything they need from it. Life all over this planet gets everything energy didn't have a cost. The animals eat the plants and in the ocean and the microbiology and the algae and everything has a cycle. Energy is all free, just comes from the sun. We just lack the ability to stop trusting the people who we shouldn't be trusting to drive how we use the free energy that comes down. Let me show you something. I was so excited to see this morning. Y'all ever heard of nitinol? Have you ever heard of nitinol? One of the free energy devices made from a metal that's quite abundant. I want y'all to watch this. Watch this with me. It's my birthday. Y'all can watch this with me. Listen to this.
Apparently unique properties. The head of the laboratory.
I guess I got to turn the sound on, huh?
Berkeley, some of the world's most advanced research in theoretical and practical physics is being done here. For some years now, a small group of scientists attached to the laboratories.
When I watch a video, though, I always like to pause and I like to ask myself, is this new or is this old? How long have they known energy has been totally free? How long have we had the ability to make it free? Look at his haircut. Look at how he talks. This is not a new video. This is a very old video. Watch this. Listen to this man.
Have been investigating this, a curious metal called nitinol. It has certain anomalous properties not yet fully understood or explained. It's caused considerable interest, it has generated some controversy, and it now seems that in a world searching for new sources of energy, it may have profound consequences. Research began here in a small laboratory workshop 7 years ago, when it was discovered that nitinol had apparently unique properties. The head of the laboratories was Nobel Prize-winning physicist Professor Edwin Macmillan. Can you explain what it is we're going to see?
Well, this is a piece of nitinol which was made in the shape of a coil spring, and the property of nitinol is that it when it's hot and wants to get back to the shape it was when it was made. When it's cold, it's quite relaxed and will take any shape. This is now cold, and you see I can take it and stretch it out.
was made in the shape.
It was made in the shape that I showed you first. Now it's cold, I can stretch it. Here I have a glass of hot water, and if I just pour the hot water on this thing.
All right, so I'm explaining something to you. Now I go fast forward and watch the whole thing. Bottom line is called nitinol. It's memory metal, right? It when it gets hot, it goes back to its original shape. When it gets cold, you can bend it, it's pliable, whatever. It is a phenomenal metal that they've known about for a very long time. And when it doesn't just move back, it's not just memory metal, it springs back at 55 tons per square inch. So when it gets hot, it flips back really quickly. So there were different experiments, and hold on, I want to go fast forward to a part. He puts it in the water, he shows.
Stronger.
Here we go.
Heat engine.
Here we go.
Understood.
Y'all can experience. So here's, he's putting it in the water. I'll post a video. You can watch it. Springs back. You can find it on YouTube. It's everywhere. Springs back. He can barely hold it with his fingers. So he made a little fin out of it. And by the way, this is not a secret. People have been making nitinol engines for a while. This is no secret. But this is my point. It's cheaper to kill people than to actually use good technology. Look at this. So he made a...
An engineer at the laboratory's Ridgeway Banks set out to build an engine to harness this. In a small workshop across from his office, he designed and built a wheel with nitinol loops hanging from the spokes. He calculated that if he filled a container with cold water and another with hot water, the loops of nitinol moving from one bath to the other would bend, then spring back, and that the sudden spring of the nitinol in the hot water...
That's true. That's because if we could do that, our government would do it. Corporations would do it because they could make a lot of money. First of all, it's almost a crime to make a free energy device in America, and they won't let you develop anywhere else. Second of all, McDonnell Douglas worked on it, and they made a 5 megawatt engine out of nitinol. There were conferences on nitinol going back into the late 70s. I'll post all the videos. You can find them all online. Nitinol is not new. They've had this for a long time. Yes, all you do is hook an alternator up to that, and you can generate free energy. You can have a car that doesn't need gas. Your house won't need it. They won't need the nuclear energy. Hold on, let me show you. Do you realize that is actually more cost effective? I'm gonna stop here. I'm not gonna show you the whole thing. You can watch the whole thing if you want. It is more cost effective to make nitinol engines than it is to actually use nuclear energy or solar panels. So why are we using solar panels? Because we're too gullible. It's cheaper still to go murder people and steal their oil. It's cheaper still to go bomb Syria, which we've been going back 7 years. I post something this morning. Y'all should watch it. It's cheaper to kill people and to pump the oil out than to do the right thing. We work with these big corporations. We have our retirement package, our nice houses, our nice cars, and we go along with it. So of course, McDonnell Douglas isn't going to make, I think it was a 5 megawatt nitinol engine they made. They're not going to produce it. Why? Because it's cheaper to make aircraft. It's cheaper to bomb people. Hold on, let me go over here to nitinol. I'll make sure so you can actually see. Somebody posted nitinol is N-I, let me get nitinol behind me. Hold on. Where's my nitinol? Where is my nitinol? It's cheaper to actually go kill people than it is to do the right thing. Make sure y'all know I'm not crazy. Y'all know I'm crazy. I'm crazy because I don't believe in liars. I don't believe when people lie to me all the time. I'm not gullible. Everything, I spelled it wrong. Hold on, nitinol. I don't believe people. I don't believe government. Nitinol, and by the way, nitinol, it's made from nickel and titanium. Two of the most prolific, is this a good web page? This is a chemistry web page. Well, yeah, I can show you this. Let me show you this one. Let me see if I can get down there. This is nitinol. That's how it's spelled. Hold on, I gotta move things over. This is nitinol. So my geek friends can look it up all they want and look into it. So this is nothing new. They had conferences on it. Now, of course, a lot of it's classified, the engines and stuff. And of course, McDonnell Douglas is cheaper for them to just make bombs and tanks and airplanes, because the military industrial complex will pay for that, than it is to get them to actually make free energy engines. Nothing new. There have been tons of free energy devices that people have made going back the longest time. I posted something this morning. It was interesting. Every now and then you'll get a brother, you'll get somebody who will actually say the truth about something. Hold on. I think it was NBC, whoever it was. And they actually, all right, let me cut that off. They actually let a brother on NBC, and what did he say about Syria? He told the truth. Y'all should actually watch it. It was on the Jimmy Dore show. I was laughing my butt off. And he told the truth. It's like, we invaded Syria. We invaded Syria 7 years ago under Obama, didn't give a damn, doesn't care anything about human life. We kept doing it under Trump, doesn't give a damn, doesn't care about human life. And we refused to leave. And why? Because we're gullible. It's cheaper to murder people. It's cheaper to destabilize and break down governments than it is to produce a nitinol engine. Let me go back to my nitinol. And so there have been various engines. People make these things all the time. This is nothing new. I do want to show you, just so you know I'm not crazy. I think it was McDonnell Douglas.
Douglas Astronautics Company's Systems Center, a huge research and development complex spread over 250 acres here at Huntington Beach, California.
Okay, first of all, California is a real place. People live there. I know people live in California. I've been to California a couple times, got family out there, so that's real. It's not a fake video. And check his haircut. Look at his haircut. This is a 70s, 80s haircut. Look at the suit. This is an old video. Listen to the audio. None of this is new. This is what is it, 2018? This is damn near 40 years ago, 30, 40 years ago. Now listen to what he's about to say.
Most of the work done here is associated with the American space program. But for several years now, a small group of scientists here has been investigating a strange new space-age metal, a nickel-titanium alloy called nitinol. And a couple of years ago, the Department of Energy invited the people at McDonnell Douglas to investigate the potential for nitinol heat engines and nitinol power plants.
This is what they came up with, the world's largest operating prototype nitinol heat engine. It is running on warm water, and the scientists here at McDonnell Douglas say it may have an overwhelming cost advantage over ours. Even more amazing, no one knows exactly why this machine is working, because no one knows exactly why nitinol behaves the way it does. In cold water, nitinol turns soft. Bend it and it...
So they repeat his experiment. Now it came from Edmund McMillan. He was the first one. Give him credit. Give a shout out to Edmund McMillan. And and the first real engine that was made from it came from Ridgway Banks, another real person. So let me go. I'm going to take you over here and say, yeah, but maybe McDonnell Douglas did it in the government, who we always trust, who we make sure is always cheaper because our intellect is just so slow and small to go out and kill people. Maybe they don't know about it. Let me take you over here. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe McDonnell Douglas hid it from them. No, they didn't. They didn't have it. Hit commercials. All right, here we go. I want to take you to...
This giant complex of buildings overlooking San Francisco Bay is the Lawrence Laboratory at Berkeley.
Take you over here. Hold on.
Things to tap waste heat lost in most industrial processes.
Right about here.
Heat engines based on their research here at the Ordnance Laboratory's Nitinol Technology Center. CNN has learned that the report will recommend the development of nitinol heat engines as a means of helping relieve United States dependence on imported oil.
Yeah, hold on, wait. Did you hear CNN? This is back when CNN told the truth, y'all. This was back when CNN was allowed to tell the truth. So don't get scared. I know I say never listen to CNN because they lie all the time because we're gullible and over-trusting. But this is back when, and I appreciate all the birthday wishes. Thank you, y'all. I do. You don't have to wish me birthday. For my birthday, all I want, like I said earlier, I want everybody to go find somebody being gullible. Tell them stop being gullible. Now watch this.
We see nitinol engines as a real potential for the future.
Hold on, who does he work for? Anybody see that? Oh, let me move it up, my big head in the way. Who does he work? Who does this young man work for? The U.S. Navy Nitinol Technology Center. This is not fake news. This is real news. They got these engines and they refuse to produce them. Why? Because we believe everything they say on the media that we got to go get that oil. We got to get the oil. We don't need to get the oil. We need to grow up and stop being gullible and stop trusting people we have no reason to trust. Now, listen to this young man.
We've done some calculations which show that nitinol is very viable in terms of using waste heat or low temperature heat, which is the largest available source of heat in the United States. Since the energy to run the engines is in effect free, because it's waste heat, you don't have to use oil or anything or any other fuel. It's the cost of installation that's important. We ran some calculations here which suggest that if we can produce nitinol at $200 or so a pound, which is within reason, we feel, that you can make a year and a half, perhaps. After that, all the energy you get out of it is for free. It's free. And that
you can make the engine that will recover its cost in a year and a half. Look at his haircut. Did you see his mustache? All right. This is an old dude. He's probably dead by now. This is a very old video. So and this was before micro technology, right? So the real question is, where are the nitinol engines? We don't ask. We don't care because we don't have enough love to care. And we trust everything our government tells us. Now I'm going to keep going forward. It talks about the World Bank in this one. You can watch this one. Talks about the World Bank in this one. They show up and say, oh, you know what? It might be useful if we can actually use it to pump water for irrigation. And I'm just like, that's when I knew the World Bank, they had some liars, they're murderers and killers. You need to shut them all down. But I want to take you to, I'm going to take you, show you one last piece of the video clip, then we can talk about it. And look at it. And I know, hang on. You know, because you know why? You know why we're here? Because we're gullible and we're trying to find the racists. We got to get those Christians. We got to get the libtards. We got to shut up. You know, it's this nonsense that people come up with. This is how they dominate the world because we don't have real discussions. We don't stand back, call them online and say, no, we want the real technology. We're tired of y'all murdering people. Let me show you this. I know, because I got some friends. Y'all got some friends that sit back and know what to say. It's the white man. Ah! Let me show you this. Look, I'm going to show you. I got to be careful. Watch this. Ah! Hang on, where is he? Oh, dang it. Where'd he go? It's the white man. The white man did it to us. He's holding all the secrets. He won't let free energy out. Hold on. Let me show you where he at. Ah, look at that. Y'all see this guy? All right, hang on. Everybody on the scam. Everybody's in on the scam. It ain't got nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with we are gullible. All of us. They will always find this some sellouts. I'm not saying he's a sellout, but listen, hang on. But it ain't the white man, y'all. It ain't the white man. It's us.
I see it contributing as a component of, you know, one of the ways of displacing petroleum as a primary energy source.
From would clearly serve the national interest by helping reduce petroleum energy dependence. The report also includes some startling figures suggesting nitinol heat engines producing power at an estimated $600 a kilowatt are substantially cheaper than both nuclear power and photovoltaic cells. Well, meanwhile, in addition to the release of this...
It's called controlled opposition. It's called, we need green energy. We need solar energy. And now you see why they're behind the solar industry. Why? Because solar was the next step, but it wasn't the final step. It wasn't, we could have went over to nitinol engines a long time ago, but we play this game. We believe people, remember, trust equals consistency over time. What are they consistent at? They're consistent at getting you to fight with somebody who doesn't have free energy, another poor person. They're consistent at getting you to not like those black people, not like the white man, not like the damn Muslims, not like the libtards that left or the right. The dummies, they get you to do really dumb things, to fight really dumb fights, And we had this technology a long time ago. Tesla had the technology. Then there are the battery engines. We've had free energy for freaking ever, but we work for the corporations. They want to maximize their profits. We have what's called planned obsolescence. We get mid-tier technology instead of the final technology, the final we don't need to murder anybody technology, but we keep believing it. We constantly keep believing. It's like the Jimmy Dore thing I put out this morning. Every now and then you will get a real person on television and they'll turn them off and he'll say the truth. The truth is we don't have to kill people. We can have abundance anytime we want. Somebody just mentioned Tesla. I'm trying to read the comments while I go. Somebody mentioned Tesla. Tesla, the FBI's redacted all of his information. You can't see any of the stuff that he was working on. Why? Because he said it that even back before they knew about nitinol, before they had battery energy. He had free energy a long time ago, and they still redact the information. Your FBI, the FBI that you report poor people to, right? The one that see something, say something, y'all get all into that and you go, see, if you see poor people doing something bad, tell us. The same people who killed Martin Luther, what did Ty say yesterday? The same people who you posted something about Martin Luther King today, and you post something for the FBI tomorrow to go report somebody, and the FBI that killed King keeps free energy from you. So we're murdering people all over the planet, and this is very old technology we had forever. Brother Chris, welcome to the conversation. Hey, Grace. Tesla is part of the spin too. Well, there's always spin, right? Everyone's part of the spin. Everything's part of it. I'm part of the spin because even I'm only getting a certain amount of information. That's why I say what's bigger than, you don't support anybody all the time on everything. What we all need to support is no secrecy in government anywhere. Why? Because over time, they've showed us the consistency that they make us dumb. They make us look stupid. They only give us part of the information. So everybody's controlled opposition. You don't trust anything. All you do is look at... So I'm on it. I totally agree. I didn't say trust me. I'm saying we need to support no secrecy. Stop fighting poor people. They got this information, and it's just all on the internet. This is why I'm telling you, they weren't not ready for the internet. They've had this stuff. We refuse to stop working for these companies. We refuse to stop supporting our governments. We refuse to call them lying. As soon as the media as soon as it comes on, lies are already, how do you know the media's lying? There's a light on in the studio. That's how you know they're lying. Maybe when the lights are out, they're not lying. They lie all the time because they're a part of all of this. Solar energy is controlled opposition. It is. Solar voltaic panels are controlled opposition because they're giving us just a little bit. You can have a couple solar panels. Let's make some and do this and roll them out. As long as nobody's talking about nitinol, as long as nobody's talking about Tesla, as long as no one's talking about the free energy that would shut down the energy companies that run the whole daggone planet. So why would Mary says, so why would we be attacking Syria? Put our critical thinking caps on people. Right, we want to attack Syria because we want to put it in the pipeline. That's why I appreciate the brother that was on the news who said that. You know, all we want to do is keep building up this narrative so dumb people in the West can keep trusting people who've shown consistency over time we should not trust. But we gotta get the raising. But Starbucks. No Starbucks, dummy. We're not talking Starbucks. This has nothing to do with coffee beans, damn it. Nothing to do with, we don't care about your skin color. Nobody cares. Where's Ty at? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. No one cares. Focus on what's important. They know you care. So they give you somebody to hate to get you to go out there and fight with them so we can't have free energy. This is why we can't have nice things, because we're gullible and we're over trusting. Does this also mean there's no Santa Claus? Grace. Grace, don't attack Santa Claus. Great leave Santa Claus. Seems like saying, you know what? You can only break down so many narratives at a time, Grace. I think if you go and you tell people Santa Claus, tell some adults in the West Santa Claus ain't real, you'll shatter too much of their realities and they'll just discombobulate and shut down overnight. You don't want to do that. Give people a little bit of truth. Give them free energy, you know, but stop. We got to, We have to stop making it economically feasible, more feasible to kill people than to roll out the right technologies. You know, I would guarantee you, this is my guarantee, they already have nitinol engines that are powering ships, that are powering underground bunkers, that are powering things that they won't release. This is why the other reason I say, don't fight people with over the Loch Ness monster. Don't fight people over flat Earth. Don't fight people over Bigfoot, because we don't know what's real. They're always lying to us. I wasn't surprised yesterday when they said TPP is back in play and Trump's going to do everything Clinton loved to do. How come I'm not surprised? If they came out tomorrow and said, guess what? The earth is flat. I would be like, oh yeah, damn, I have friends who said that. I don't doubt anything. They're always lying to me. I'm not going to fight with flat earth people. Why would I do that? I don't know any damn thing. I'm controlled opposition. Y'all just heard what Chris said. Tesla told the truth. JFK told the truth. They killed him. Martin Luther King told the truth. They killed him. Who is they? They're the people you trust. They're the people that you love. They're the people that you post stuff from all day long. They're the people that you work for. What else we got? Government wouldn't make money if they were, government wouldn't make money if they were made all about, wait a minute. Government wouldn't make money if they were made all about the money. Yes, Glory, if they were made, and they were made a long time ago. The people who spotted them knew it. How many free energy engine maker engineers done died and disappeared? You know, they made, but this is why the other thing is, you got to make things and give it away. That's the other part of it, right? You geek guys, I'm a geek person. I believe I'm making food systems to automate the growth of food. Make it and give it away. Open source it. Don't get tricked. Don't get fooled. Do not go to the patent office and say, I got a nitinol engine and I'm going to make billions. The minute you buy into that colonizing slave mindset that you want to make some money, you've already lost. That's why you got to make it and give it away. You got to give up your ignorant lifestyles. You got to give up the BMW. As Ty said, I always like to repeat Ty. You don't get to keep the BMW. You don't. You don't get to keep the Benz. You don't get to keep the house. You don't get to keep any of that. You don't get to keep your retirement. You know why? Because you're a slaver. That money is based on slave labor, all of it. That money is based on murdering children and raping little girls. You don't get to keep it. We didn't earn it honestly. It's blood money, all of it. We don't get to keep any of it. What we get to do, we get to grow up and risk it and put it all on the line. Say the truth, give it up, give up your retirement, give up your ties to slavery, give up your cotton, give up your being okay with raping 5-year-old girls, give it all up. We don't get to keep it. Now, here's the good thing, though. If we all do that, we actually get to get it back. Because the good thing about a BMW is everybody can have one. Everybody can have 5. It actually doesn't cost anything. The minerals are free. The mining is almost free. Energy has always been free. You can have 22 houses. You can have mansions. You can have everything you want. And we can whittle them all throughout the environment so it doesn't destroy the habitat for the natural creatures. We can do all of that. But we're gullible and we're over trusting of people that are constantly lying to us. And so because we don't want to give up that, we make a little engine or something. We go to the patent office and we launch it because we want to make a lot of money. Oh, this is going to save me. I can be a slave or higher up on the plantation. I can be okay with child marriage and all the things that they're doing in this economy so I can make this money. And the Department of State steps in, they grab your patent. Somebody will pay you off $20 million. You get your retirement based on the worst evils, the worst, if you're religious, the worst sins your God has ever said, ever were created. Don't sell out. Everything has to be open source. We have to go to an open source economy in everything because none of this is new. The military and space agents use the nitinol engines. I'm with you, Chris. I believe it. They got all of this stuff and they won't, but we won't question them. We won't shut it down. And so they don't have to share any of this technology with us. You know, but I can go back and forth. There are nitinol videos all over. The internet is killing them, but we needed to help them kill them faster. Look at this. We got people in countries, it's in a foreign language, but they're making these things all over. It's paused. Hold on. I think what happens is when I'm using too much bandwidth, they, you know, but look at this. When they use too much bandwidth, it shuts things down. So I'm trying not to play too many videos, but these nitinol engines are everywhere. None of this is new, but we don't question them. We want to be okay with all the things we talk about, with them dropping bombs. We don't, oh, well, they used chemical weapons. No, they didn't. There was no chemical weapon used anywhere. Why? It was a complete false flag. There's no evidence of it. But should we? No, we shouldn't. Watch Jimmy Dore. It was a great show. No, they're lying all the time. All right, I'm getting upset. That's what I think. This is what I think. We are gullible, and we make it economically feasible for them to have rape gangs raping little children all over this planet. I know I have to say it that way, because if I don't say it that way, people don't take it serious. People don't really think about their complicity with the evilest things that they actually do. Oh, I'm back. Okay, I didn't know I was gone. I wasn't gone. I was going. Could you hear me? I was talking. I don't stop talking. But I have to say it this way. I have to say it because when you look at the just dastardly, most evil things, when you look at the toddlers they're pulling out of these buildings from Christian bombs. Yeah, I say it that way too. Yeah, I'm Christian, but I'm going to say it that way because he said it that way. And it made a whole lot of sense. He said, yeah, chemical bombs are bad. Not that they use chemical weapons. They didn't. But Christian bombs are good. It's okay to kill kids with Christian bombs. Christian bombs are good. You know, because you want your retirement. You want to get a raise. You want to get a pay raise. You want to go ahead and get your you want to get your advancement. You want to get a promotion. If you work real hard for the organizations that are raping children all over the world, say it that way. It'll make you feel better. You can buy a nice car. You can put the kids through college so they can get a job for the same corporations. So they can support the same child labor, the same child murders, the same wars. Keeping us slaves to their electricity, we would be independent collectively otherwise. Yes, Crystal, we would. We would, but we're too gullible as adults. We got to stop being so gullible. We got to keep saying the truth. All of this, but we also got to walk away. We got to walk away from the plantation. We got to walk away from murder. We got to walk away from rape. You got to walk out of your corporations. I'm sorry you do. I did. I'm still alive. You got to walk away from your dependency on these corporations. Yeah, I know people say, well, what are you doing? I walked away. I had a great job, made a whole lot of money, work from home. I walked away from the career. I'm done with it. I was done. Once I finally really saw and smelled how nasty the doo-doo smelled, I can't sell out. I had to walk away. Then it doesn't mean that I'm perfect. I'm not. I'm still a part of this system. I'm still a part of the colonizer mindset. I am. Brother Chris said it. We're all controlled opposition and we're all trying to survive in it, but we all have to survive in the system till we can finally shut it down. The whole thing needs to be shut down. I believe they would not let Tesla's info get out. Hid the info. He died poor after they stole his info. Yes, surely they did. I kind of think they killed him. But they keep all his information quiet. Yes, love Tesla because of the technology he had, but they stole, scammed, and discredited him, and he still didn't sell out. He didn't sell out, Sandra. He stayed true to being a human being. He died poor in the end. He died poor and crazy in the end. Guess what? He did his effort to humanity. He did those little girls that they rape and throw in holes and burn their bodies so nobody can see them. He did right by them. He died. He was willing to die poor for the truth. I have friends who won't give up their Nissan Maxima for the truth. I have friends who won't give up their NFL for the truth. I have friends who won't give up anything to honor the memory of the people who die every day around this planet. And fracking is a bridge, a fuel source. Grace, but that's the other thing, is that we actually don't have to do any of these things. They have these bridges, right, where they'll slowly walk us in. Because, I mean, you're spot on right. They have these bridges that they slowly walk us to things, so we don't go to the known definitive truth. We never go to the ends of what we have in technology because they slowly walk us, and we believe it. We believe people who always consistently lie to us. Navy's under a gag order and won't talk about these studies they do. No, Mark, and they can't. They can't because it's cheaper to bribe. It's economically more feasible to bribe people in the Navy, the Army, the Air Force, the Marines. It's economically it's cheaper because we believe them. We're still watching the news. It's economically cheaper to bribe our relatives who are in the armed forces than to actually be forced into doing the right thing. And it's not the military's fault. It's not the police's fault. It's our fault. We still buy into it. We still believe it. I'm go back to Starbucks. We still attack the police instead of the people who tell the police what to do. We are still too lost in it. Keep going down. I got to catch up in the comments. Everybody telling each other for the FBI and nobody telling everybody who else but the FBI. Right. Everybody's telling each other to the FBI, and it's crazy. It's stupid. I laugh at it, but it's psychologically insane. It's the craziest thing on the planet. I can't understand it. Legal weed already being co-opted. Yes, Caitlin, because they're the GMO. They've already got into it, right? Monsanto, they were working on that a long time ago with the others, not just mine. But you know, and I don't even blame some of the corporations sometimes, because the corporations, their goal is to make money. Their job is to make money. They don't lie to you and tell you that they love human life and they want to help you. You know, they tell you the truth. Our job with the SEC, our mandate by law, is we make the maximum amount of money we can for our shareholders, or we go to prison. They don't lie and say that they love us. You know, we're the dummies. We're the stupid ones, not them. Let me see. We never have access to this information. No, Mary, we never did, but we have access to enough information now to know that they're lying. We have enough information now to have access to know that these free energy devices have always been around. Let me see if I can play this one unless it messes up. Can I play this one? Look at this. Another nitinol engine. Guys just having fun, just making nitinol engines all over the internet, all over the internet. And so we could take our collective resources and force our governments and the corporations who we stop working for, we stop using our collective intelligence for them, shut them down and force them to make free energy devices. But we don't do that. Let me keep going. Good morning, Kimberly. How are you doing? Sister Susan, good morning. We need to give media and the politicians hell for their lies. Everywhere they go, this is one way to put pressure on them. Yes, it is. And what we have to do is exactly what that brother did. Let me see if I can pull it up. We got to give them hell.
It's true, but I think we have to step back and not put this in partisan terms.
Right. It's true. We got to step back and not put this in partisan terms, not put it in race terms, not put it in religion terms, not put it in nation nationalism terms. Put it in honesty terms. Be very honest and say the truth. This is Jeffrey Sachs. He's from Columbia University. He stopped and said the truth. This is what I posted this morning. I wanted y'all to watch it. This is what he said. They're talking about Syria.
This is a U.S. mistake that started 7 years ago. And I remember the day on your show.
Mm-hmm. Funny, right?
You know, I'm just thinking what you said. This guy will never be in there.
This is a U.S. mistake.
What a treat to hear someone like this.
Yes, what a treat.
I can already tell it's like, you know, giving it to you straight. You know,
Here it comes.
I'm going to stop him there before I clarify. This was not a mistake. Like we talked about it yesterday. This is the only part where he messed up. This was not a U.S. mistake. It was an American mistake. I say that. It was a West state, meaning the people. It was a mistake for them because they believed, they're gullible enough to believe Obama when he said this was a good thing. It was a bad, horrible thing. It was a mistake for the people, the citizens, the voters. For the people who run the country, the people who run the West, the banks and the Wall Streets, this was no mistake. They don't care about murder. They don't care about rape. They don't care about destroying anything. That's the only thing I'll correct. But we got to say the truth. Now, listen to the rest of this.
President Obama said, Assad must go. And I looked at you and Joe and I said, huh? How's he going to do that? Where's the policy for that?
Right.
And we know they sent in the CIA to overthrow Assad, continuing under Trump. This is what I would call the permanent state. This is the CIA. This is Pentagon wanting to.
So other people.
I'm going to stop. I'll post it. You can watch the whole Jimmy Dore show. Listen to this brother. He knows what he's talking about. But a couple things there. Right. This man will never be on the news again. Ever. Because he actually stood up for the right thing. He actually said the truth. And the truth is, this is not a Republican problem. It's not a Democrat problem. It's not a left-right thing. It's not a racial thing. It's not a religion thing. All of your stupid groups have to stop. This is about whether or not it's a good idea for people to get murdered, raped, and destroyed and to steal their resources for technology that's old and outdated. Completely outdated. I think Sister Grace said she never heard of nitinol before this morning. No, Grace, neither have I. And that's the insanity behind it. It is neither. I'm a technology guy. I'm an automation guy. I'm a robotics guy. I'm a free energy guy. Grace, I have rare earth magnets where I made my only little kind of free energy. It wasn't free energy, Grace. It was, it was kind of free. It was a kind of free little energy device where I had rare earth magnets and I aligned them in an order in a circle and I got the board to turn, you know, but it wasn't totally free. But I've never even heard of nitinol. You know, this is why I'm saying they were never ready for the internet. We can't use the internet for, well, don't use just for porn. Don't. Use it for some other things too. Mostly use it for good things, for talking about the truth, educating your family and friends that are still lost in it to stop being gullible, to grow up, become adults, and let's talk like we're adults. Let's defend these children who are being murdered every single day. Free energy. It's a thing. Look it up. Jasmine, thank you. Always with the truth. Free energy is a thing. Look it up. And then stop trusting. Look at consistency over time in people you think you should be trusting. Your political parties, right? And stop trusting them and start talking about the truth. Brother Shane, good morning. Welcome to the house. Brother Jackson, how you doing? I don't see Ty, but he's here in spirit. All the lies, darling, all the lies. Yeah, I don't see Ty either. We had a late video. I guess it was kind of late for me. But yeah, all the lies, all the trust, we got all the trust, all the gullibility, it's just cheaper to murder people because no one is talking about free energy. We got to step it up. I'd rather die telling the truth than live. Crystal, because you're a human being. Let's be human. They some low down dirty, yeah. Sandra, they some low down dirty, low down dirty dogs. They are, but you know what's funny? They're low down and dirty because we allow them to be dirty. We're happy for them to be dirty. We're okay for them to murder people and little girls, throw them in dirty ditches and not care. You know, rape is a thing all over Pakistan and India now. Look it up. It is a thing. Rape is a thing all over these countries. Why? Because we're okay with it. We deploy technology to watch people for political reasons instead of watch little girls so they don't get raped and thrown away. I know I'm going to keep going back to it. I am. Because when you say it the right way, I think people really grasp the heinousness of their intellect, the heinousness of trusting to a point where they don't have one. Patty says they're not human. They aren't human. Preach the truth. I'm trying, brother Adrian. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Yes, we got to give it away. It's important that we make these things go viral, right? You should be posting right now. If you did, go do it now. Where's Ty? Go do it now. Right now. Right now. You can listen to me and go to another page and post and share. Yes, you need to be looking up nitinol. You need to be sharing out nitinol engines. What happened to this? Hashtag it. Somebody needs to make a hashtag. Hashtag what happened to nitinol. They classified it and they put the engines deep away. Hold on, let me show you this. You don't believe the 5 megawatt engine McDonnell Douglas made that I show you? Energy. Y'all ever heard them? Y'all ever heard of them? Oh, we trust the Department of Energy. They're doing good things. They're trying to help us. Department of Energy. Hey, I don't know who just came in. Happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate the happy birthdays. For my birthday, all I want, I'm going to say one more time. All I want is for y'all to start posting, make things go viral that are important. Starbucks is not important. The libtards are not important. The crazy right in the bunkers, the survivalists, that's not important. Racism is not important. None of that's important. None of it. Absolutely none of it. That's what I want for our birthday. I want us to grow up and become adults. Not most of the people I'm talking to right now, but share it out. Talk to your family. Go talk to your mama. Talk to your ignorant daddy. Go talk to your ignorant brother, your ignorant sister, these ignorant friends. Call them gullible. Tell them to grow up. Tell them to stop supporting rape with their rape-based retirement. How about that? Can we do that? Can we stop supporting 7-year-old rape? I know. It's in my head because I'm pissed off because I watched the child marriage stuff. I was watching the child marriage documentaries and they talked about how child marriage comes from poverty. Poverty comes from destabilizing economies. Destabilizing economies comes from war. War comes from us because we always trust people who consistently over time showed us we should not be trusting them. Thank you, Brother Paris. Good points. I'm trying to make some points, but these are old points. These are very old points. Smart people long before us came along and said they're lying to you. Free energy is a thing, and we need to listen to them. Galileo Ferraris invented the 3-phase motor and published his findings openly in a technical journal. Tesla took out the patent on Westinghouse, saw a huge opportunity in acquiring, and all right, it's too long. I can't read the rest of it, but spot on. Thank you. Who is this? Wanda. Well, Wanda, you always come with the truth. You always drop in truth. And this is important. We need to keep this going viral. You know, we need to start shaming. I think this is the problem. Maybe this is a big part of the problem. Maybe we need to start shaming people for their retirement. Maybe we do. Maybe we need to start shaming people for them buying a new car, for them buying the new house, for them buying new clothes and buying all of this new crap, supporting these corporations that's all based on misery, oppression, and suffrage all over this planet. Maybe we need to start shaming our friends more. Hey, Shirley, good morning, good morning. Here in Florida, they won't go off grid even if you install solar. They still make you pay. We all voted to have solar off grid. They don't care what we want. Vote. They don't care what we want or what we vote about. It's no democracy. Yes, Shirley, because they hate free energy. We need to all say it out loud because a lot of y'all are still lost. A lot of people still lost and they think the Democratic Party likes sustainability. Let's say loud and clear. The Democratic Party hates sustainable energy. They will do anything they can to prevent you from going off grid and becoming sustainable. They will stop recycling at every chance they get. They will stop reuse at every chance they get. They hate human life because they're paid to hate human life. The Republican Party hates human life. They love it when little girls get raped. They do. I'm sorry. Let's just be honest. They hate sustainability. They don't want you off grid. They will take your guns if they get half a chance. They don't like state rights. None of these corporations, none of these cabals are what they say they are. They lie to you all the time, and you can see it consistently over time. But the problem is they make you emotional. You hate the other side, and so you hate the other poor people who need free energy. Absolutely. And they'll write law after law after law, Shirley, and they'll make it illegal for you to collect rainwater. They'll make it illegal for you to burn wood. They'll make it illegal for you to put solar panels on your house. They make it illegal to put the wind vanes up. They hate the stuff. Trust them. Trust the Democratic Republican Party. Trust your corrupt governments wherever you are right now. They hate you. And you're stupid enough to trust them. We need to trust their activities and their actions. And it's not even just, America. Like I was looking at the news this morning. I was looking again. So let me clarify. I look at international news. The news that I trust is when I go on YouTube and I say this news is sponsored by the China government and it's got the Wikipedia link, I trust them. I trust them to say the truth about my government. This news is sponsored by the Russian government. I trust them to tell the truth about my government. Do I trust their governments? No. But I trust that this is a circle jerk screw of nations who are always saying part of the truth, but they'll say true things to get me to fight them and fight back and forth. Do they say the truth about everything and how the world doesn't work? No, they don't. But they will tell me just enough of the truth to get me to hate the other side. So you need to trust even the liars, that even the liars in the controlled opposition are forced to say some things that are kind of true. But if you live in America, you can't watch any news that comes from America. It's all state sponsored and it's all a lie. If you live in the UK, you cannot watch the UK news. You need to trust in consistency over time that they're going to lie to you. And so where I was going with that, I was watching Al Jazeera, and they were talking about the Commonwealth Forum. The Commonwealth Forum. Because now the UK and Brexit, and they're getting away from the euro with Brexit. They're going back to the colony model. Did y'all see that? They're going back to happily. And so they're calling in all the colonies from the Commonwealth. If you live in the Caribbean, you live in the Commonwealth. Why? Because the Queen needs to go back to raping and murdering your people. And she's going to do it phenomenally well. Why? Because they trust the Queen. They trust their Caribbean governments. But they don't understand, or they don't want to accept that they were bought out by the Queen a long time ago. They have the colonizer mindset. They're okay with your kids being held down in oppression. And now the UK government, they're going right back to pre-Euro setup where they're bringing the Commonwealth in. It's the Commonwealth Forum. You can look it up. It's a thing. All right, let me see. That's what they're using to power their UFOs. Mary, this is why I don't hate on UFOs. I believe it. I think most of them are just, Western governments flying around in nitinol engine or electromagnetic gravitic devices. We need to stop believing. We need to call them liars. Lie, 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 lie all the damn time. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little late today. It's my birthday, so I can go late today. I don't know. I'm gonna keep talking for a little bit. Listen to the Russian State Department today. Sounds like war footing from them. I believe it, Mark. I believe it. Like, it's just because they have to keep this narrative going, but we can't get lost in it. Like, am I scared of the Russians? No, I'm not. Do I think World War III is coming? Not in the way that I think they want me to think about it. I know that they'll have an engagement between Russians and Americans. They've already said, who was it who said that we've already killed hundreds of Russians, but Russia's not saying anything? It's all about saving face. We've been killing our Russian brothers and sisters in Syria for a long time. Why? Because America doesn't give a damn, and they'll murder every Russian if it's for the right agenda. Not America, the United States Corporation of the world. And the Russian government's Putin, he'll kill all the Russians he has to. He doesn't give a damn. That's not his thing. His thing is to be a billionaire and rulers of the world. He's part of one of the groups that own us. He don't give a damn about them, but he keeps it quiet. They won't say that the Russians are dying. Why? Because they don't want that to go out. They're going to save face that they're strong. So I believe that, hey, can an engagement between Russia and China happen? Of course it can. And it makes sense, because if that happens, then the dumb Americans are going to get on their side and start singing that song, proud to be an American, where I know I ain't free, not even slightly free, not even partially free, but I'm brainwashed to believe I'm free. So I'll sing it because I'm mad at the Russians, because now we're getting into it, the Russians. They always do this because they know it makes us stupid and join a side. The same reason they get people outside of Starbucks with, racist cop signs, because they know the people are going to rally behind that racist cops, and they know the cops are going to rally, but save the blue, blue lives matter, and they get dumb people on either side fighting and arguing, and the people who caused all of it, the people who make racism matter, laughing to the bank, laughing. The people who they make money from the wars, laughing to the bank. While we're angry at Russia, we're mad at Russia. Russia's mad at us. But once the war starts and Americans start dying, they killed your uncle, your cousin, whatever, your friend who signed for the military. Now you really hate them. And they're laughing all the way to the bank. The World Bank, the banks that run everything. Because we can't stop and speak the truth. Good morning, Mandy. How you doing this morning? Brother Mark, welcome to the house. Too much greed. The greed stems from the top, trickles down. Out with the greed and power, up with the love. Brother Shane, yes, it is all about love. Let me peek over here, see if I can see YouTubes. Anybody over on YouTube? Sometimes I'm a little prejudiced. I'm social media-ist. I'll go over here and I'll watch the Facebook room, and I kind of ignore the YouTube room. Let me see if I can go over here. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. Okay. YouTube is hey, good morning, YouTube. Hopefully I'm not freezing. We got Sister Hope, we got Dillip over there. Hey, Dillip. We got Diana, good morning. Thank you for the happy birthdays. I appreciate YouTube wishing me a happy birthday. But the YouTube Corporation, they're not gonna wish me a happy birthday. Oh, hell no. Why? Because we don't want to own the YouTube. I kind of think that corporations have to stop existing. That's what I kind of think. I think that if we go with the model, trust equals consistency over time. We look at the corporations or the groups of organizations that actually give a damn about human life, the ones that give a damn about the horrible things that happen around the world, and we determine who we can trust from that. Let me keep going down. Doris, good morning. How are you? Hashtag the Great Awakening. Hashtag let's sue Facebook. Hashtag QAnon. You know what, Doris? I think we just topple all of them. I think we just shut them all down. I think that we stop playing this game and we just go ahead and stop supporting them. We need social media. We need social media because that's the only way we can relate to each other. We don't want to attack the internet. Whatever channel you want to choose to speak on or share on or go viral on, we have to keep pushing. Because you know what I see, Doris? I see they're taking us and they're using us to help shut down social media. That is a problem. We need to use social media for the benefit of the human race. This is one of the things we need to stay open and we probably need to support, but under a model of the corporations, they got to be held accountable. Social media, they need to be held accountable for their censorship. But they need to be cheered for the fact that now we can see all over the world in every country, they're all doing the same thing. That's what I kind of believe on that. Hey, Han on YouTube, how you doing, sister? I see you talking over there. Let me see. Only when there's nothing left to lose will feeling good be good enough. Only when there's nothing left to lose will feeling good be good enough. Yeah, and the thing is, Crystal, I think we have nothing left to lose. I don't think we have anything left to lose. I think that this is the end for the human race. I do. I think we are at the last days. We are at the last end days. I know people say that there's always been someone saying end times are here. Like I don't think they're end times for the earth. The earth will keep going. But if you look at the fact that there are no jobs, their automation is taking over. AI is big time. Killer robots are being cranked off all the time. They're probably being run by nitinol engines, right? They don't need anything to keep going. I think we are at the end. And I think if we don't realize we don't have anything left to lose, we can act right. We can act right, Crystal. I think that, people are scared to be truthful. They're scared to walk away from their jobs because they're afraid they'll lose their retirement. I think you already lost it. I think we've already lost. I think there's nothing else to lose. I think that when you really open your eyes, this is already done. It's already baked. The pie, bing, it's already baked. It's already done. We don't have anything left to lose. Now's the time to walk away and shut everything down. We don't have anything left to lose. Doesn't matter if you're making a lot of money or minimum wage, you're still a slave. Yes, Sandra, and I don't think money is real. I don't think it matters. I think the future of this, your retirement, will mean nothing. The money in the bank, it won't mean anything, right? Because once they have killer robots and they run the world, and whoever's behind every country that runs China, Russia, America, Syria, all these countries, when they have the ability to crank out the killer robots, and well, when they have the ability to release them, and the flying drones that can shoot everybody, they won't need money. They don't need the banks. They don't need your currency. They don't need your dollar. They don't need your efforts. They don't need human beings at all. And they can murder everybody and just take the whole world. You know, and I don't think that's I don't think it's a conspiracy theory. I think it's a business model. I think it actually makes perfectly good sense. If you look at all the signs all over the world that this is the end. We're pretty much done. But they've convinced a lot of people we're not at the end. So they want to make this money. They want to keep pushing on. They don't want to walk away from their jobs and maybe start up their own little engineering open source firm. Take all that collective knowledge they learned in corporate America or corporate Syria or corporate UK, wherever you earned it, and start giving it away. That's what it's time to do. It's time to make things and give them away and open source our world. Sometimes they make people believe they're helping. Monsanto was going to feed the world with poison. Yes, Eileen, and they lie about it too. And we believe it though. We're gullible. This gets back to the whole gullible taking our intellect. We actually believe that Monsanto wants to feed the world. We actually believe that they can genetically modify a crop to free the world. In 2018, to feed the world, 2018, the brains of monkeys. We done came out of monkey testicles. We're dumb as a bag of bricks, but we actually have the ability to genetically engineer DNA that's over 1 billion years old and actually feed the world with genetically modified organisms. We're not that smart. We can't do it. We can make killer robots and really half-wit AI, and we can make free energy, but we suck at reverse engineering nature. We don't know what we're doing. And proof positive is look at people in the medical industry, right? You know, 20% of the time, yeah, they're making drugs, saving lives. 80% of the time, they're making you feel better, but making you sicker with synthetic drugs that are altering your DNA through epigenetics. They don't know what they're doing. I'm going in and out. Okay, I'm sorry, brother Shane. I don't know. Might be a bandwidth issue. What's happening over here on YouTube? Lori on YouTube. How you doing, sister? They're on YouTube. I wonder why I couldn't connect. Oh, okay. Hey, good morning. You can connect now on YouTube. Okay, I guess you couldn't get on Facebook and get on however you want to do it. I'm in 2 places, 3 places, 4 places now. I'm everywhere. All the everywheres. We're tired. All the everywheres. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for the happy birthdays, y'all. I appreciate it. That's all I want for my birthday. Let's stop being gullible. Question the system. Target the deep state. Stop targeting poor people. All right, I'm way down in comments. Let me go down. M. John came in. Good morning. Good morning. My God, this is fascinating. Yeah, John, isn't it? Nitinol. Look up nitinol. It springs back it's a metal going from hot to cold. It springs back at 55 tons per square inch. We can make that do anything. And for people who don't understand like the real benefit of that, heat comes from the sun. All you got to do is use solar heater to heat up some water over here and let the water over there stay room temperature, and you can make an engine run perpetually forever. And the craziest thing about nitinol, well, one of the craziest things is it actually gets stronger over time. It becomes more efficient at springing back over time. And the other crazy thing is it's made from nickel and titanium, which is prolific and free all over Africa. Imagine that, giving Africa money, paying them to make it something help us to mine something that saves the whole world instead of murdering them and bombing them. Imagine that. Let me see. What do you do? Wait a minute. What do you do? Bet that's exactly why they're selling water today. What do you bet? That's exactly why they're selling water today. Yeah, well, right. Well, Doris, I think I'm trying to follow. I know that comment was further back. Well, they're stealing water, right? The next wars they say will be over water, like we're involved in water wars. You know, they realize that water is power. You know, I mean, you look at the hydrogen engines, right? We know that they've been making hydrogen engines for the longest time too. So I don't know. I'm not sure where you're going, Doris, but I think we're all on the same point. That goes a little further back in my comments. I'm trying to go down. I'm sorry, I'm missing a lot of good comments. I do go back and read them later, but I have to push down. Let me push down. Let me see. Think smarter than them. Yes, Alan, we got to be smarter, and we are smarter than them. They're actually really stupid. They don't change their game. They lie to us the same way all the time. They don't change anything. This is a great time to wake up because there's plenty of information on the internet to show us how to wake up. Go do your own research. Find out other free energy devices. Post them. Make it go viral. Make it obvious to the world that we've had this technology forever. Make it obvious to the world that the technology's been classified. Make it obvious to the world that they don't need to go along with the lies. That's what we got to do. Absolutely. Donate to Viewable, Patty said. Donate to Brother Tatsu's platform. Donate to those taking donations. Donate to those. Donate to small business. Donate to local business. Buy local. Don't buy anything from a big corporation. Zeitgeist movement. Check it out. It's out there. Yes, Shirley, I love the Zeitgeist movement. You know, Peter Joseph, brothers who are actually talking about doing something smart, doing something good. Get behind those people. Share their posts. Make them go viral, right? We got to do the right and good things. Let me see. We call that underthrow, a grassroots underwelling that grows up into a broad front movement that would ideally use the workers of the very corporations that are screwing us over. Absolutely. We need to underthrow, whatever we call it, M. John, whatever we call it, we need to open source the world. We got to stop playing. There's no more romper room time, right? We're done. I got a pop-up. What does this say? Clashes break out, protests against Macron's labor reform. The whole world is going damn crazy. I'm getting pop-ups. I don't know where this is coming from. Gerard, you made me finally understand Janice's lyrics. Freedom, just another word for nothing left to lose. Took me 50 years ago. Yeah, but you know, smart people came long before us. And yes, freedom is just a word for nothing left to lose. We all need to talk freedom more. We need to understand, hey, hun, what freedom is. We want freedom for our children. We want freedom for people who live in Palestine. We want freedom for people who live in Africa. Freedom for poor whites living in trailer parks in the where is that? The Appalachian Mountains. We want freedom for the Mexicans coming across the border because they just want food to eat. We want freedom for poor people who live in the ghettos and the barrios all over America. We need freedom. We got to keep talking about freedom. We don't have anything left to lose. Nothing. Lori left Facebook because Facebook won't let you comment on my live chats. Lori, well, you know what, girl, move over. But that's the censorship. They want to shut it down. When you start talking about things, I think you get targeted. And nitinol is something I'm sure they don't want people talking about. It's free energy. And it's not because I don't think Facebook likes us or anything. Facebook has a job to do. They got to go along with the billionaires. You know, it probably is a CIA spying tool. So if you can't talk on Facebook, go over to YouTube. They shut you down on there. Go to Reddit. You can't talk there. Go over to minds.com. This is not checkers. This is chess. We got to keep playing this game like it's chess. We are smarter than them. There are a lot more of us. There's 7 billion of us. We can do anything we want. We can put freedom all over the world. We just got to have enough love to do it. Free to be in prison. Yes, Lori, we are free to be in prison. Thank you on YouTube. Appreciate you guys supporting me over there. Let me see. Dang, Gerard, phone died. So I log onto the desktop, just noticed we now have 71 mutual friends. I'm like, whoa! So we are making a difference. Thank you. Yes, Mark, we are. And that's a good thing to see. We do have a lot of friends in common, but we need more friends. People, go to other people's friends list who are telling the truth and make friends. Don't believe that, oh, I shouldn't make friends. Go to their page. If you see them posting things that are kind of true, Make friends. You got to get interconnected. You can't just be connected to a few people telling the truth. You know what you want? You want to make your page actually like I made my page. I don't know. I messed up and I actually ended up with a lot of really smart friends, a lot of intelligent friends. I can post something on my page about love and I get a lot of support for it. I can post something, I can say anti-Obama stuff. You know, I used to get eviscerated for that in the past. I would say Obama murders people. And oh man, they would just come and eviscerate. Well, they would try to eviscerate. I would say I didn't get eviscerated, but I would get attacked. Make friends with other people who have integrity, who aren't interested in getting on the side of any of these issues. Make friends across the board. Make sure you have friends of all groups and backgrounds. But absolutely, we do have a lot of friends in common. People are getting sick of. You know what I'm getting sick of? I'm getting sick of going to your pages and seeing that you post something that's awesome, like we shouldn't be invading Syria, and it's got 2 likes. The only reason it has 2 likes is because you have 300 friends. You need more friends. Get more friends who are telling the truth, not your friends who are okay with the lies, not friends who are okay with the rape and the murder and the destruction around the world. Get more friends who will back you up when you say truthful things. I don't, you know, it's funny. I don't think I have to back myself up anymore. It's the weirdest thing. I actually can go spend my time doing research and I don't have to worry about the stuff I post. I post the stuff and my friends will come in and they'll take care of it. You know, somebody says something that's dumb or stupid or partial or like, you know, lacking integrity, that they're still brainwashed by one party, sides, or group. I don't even have to say anything anymore. I now can spend my time research. I just go back and read the comments. I'm like, oh, nope, Sister Sharon took care of it. I only say Ellen took care of it. Lynn got it. Shane got this one. Nope, I'm done. I don't have to say anything. And that's the good thing. And then people who are lying, people who are partial, they stop talking. They realize, oh, wow, your page isn't friendly to lies. Oh, my goodness. I'm gonna shut up. I'm not going to say anything, because if I come over here and I start lying about racism, then somebody's going to shut me down. And so they'll go to somebody else's page and lie about racism. They'll go to somebody else's page and lie about Christianity. They'll go to somebody else's page and lie about being Muslim. So we need more friends. Absolutely. They can fly a baby drone right up to your forehead and shoot you dead. Yes, they can, Ellen. Remember, we watched that automation video not too long ago where they had the drones doing synchronized flying. It's very easy to dominate a world. You know, all you got to do is make a couple of drones that shoot bullets. And then you just put those drones on an automated factory line. They'll crank them out. And then this government, I don't know, the Republic of Zambute now has 100,000 drones that can kill anybody they want, anytime they want. And they just send them up. Sure, you can shoot them. I'll shoot my drone. I'll shoot them down. If the libtards send drones, I'll shoot them down. How many bullets you got? How many bullets do you got? Once they have factories that are just cranking these things out, they can send millions of drones. And you don't have 1,000,000 bullets. This is why we all are in. The libtards, they're your friends. You got to talk to them and you got to work with them. You got to understand that the libtards actually have legitimate gripes. And the libtards, I know that's wrong, I shouldn't say that. The liberals, you have to understand that the crazy people in the bunkers, the survivalists, the ones that you think have no intellect because they got a mullet, they actually got good, valid points. They have life experiences that are truthful, that you need to understand, that you need to get with. You know, some of them may not like you because of other things, but that's okay. That's not important. They may not like you because you live in a city. That's not important. They may not like you because you're Hispanic. That's not important. They may not like you because you're black. That's not. They may not like you because you're a white man. That's not important. None of that's important. That's their ignorance. Don't let their ignorance control you. Don't let their ignorance control you into doing dumb things that's going to hurt your children. Just say, you know what? That's their ignorance. That's okay. Guess what? When they get to know me, they're not going to hate me as much. And keep going. Work with their hate, right? That's the best way to help somebody, is to love them. To love them and show them that they were lied to about who you are. Make a friend with them on Facebook. Make a friend somewhere else. Let them see that you got beautiful grandbabies. Let them see that you got beautiful nieces and that they all like soccer. They all want to grow up together in a world where they all have all the things that they need, where psychopaths aren't taking them from them. That's what I want for my birthday. I want this. I saw this is my second birthday present. What? I know, two presents. I'm asking a lot. One, to approach somebody who's gullible and tell them that they're gullible, your family, your friend. But two, I want you to make a friend of somebody that you're supposed to hate. I want you to make a friend of somebody that you're supposed to hate. I want you, whoever your indoctrinated groups tell you that doesn't like you, or they hate you, or, I want you to go make a friend. And I want you to look at their page. I want you to see what they post. I want you to really study them and research them and find out that they put their pants on one leg at a time. Find out that they have very real fears. Find out that their distrust in your side of the government is very well justified. Find out that your distrust on their side of the government is also very well justified. It'll make you well-rounded. That's what I want for my birthday. I want you to be more well-rounded. I want you to let go of your ignorance, let go of your tribalism, so we can go ahead and fix this world for these babies. That's what's most important to me. All good people, we were born in April. Oh, Terry, you were born in April too. Happy birthday, Terry. Let me see what else we got. Who else we got? We got people coming. People still coming in the room. We're still going. I'm going late today, but I'm in no rush. Hey, Deborah, what's going on, brother Michael? Man, I'm gonna do a live stream like this too. Just talk about things people bring up. If nothing comes up, I'll just take things off faux sort of news or whatever. M. John, you definitely need to be making live streams. Absolutely. M. John, you need to come on and talk with me. Absolutely, definitely. Bring your partner in crime. I'm with you, Bonnie and Clyde. Come on, we need to talk. More people need to be doing live streams. I live streamed 3 times yesterday. It's fun. I'm addicted to live streams. Actually, not me doing them. I'm addicted to watching them. I only watch the news because I want to see what other nations are saying about my country. Short of that, all I do is watch live streamers. I love it because they say the truth and they say smart things and good things. And oh wow, we got some stuff. People watching on YouTube. And brother M. John, all you got to do is say truthful things and people will embrace you. That's all you got to do. Say truthful things. Say things that aren't ignorant on one side. But you got to be honest with yourself too. Sometimes we do. Sometimes I'll say something because I'm indoctrinated too, but have friends who you love enough, who love you enough to tell you the truth and say, hey, that's not real true. That's not facts. Get to a point where people are comfortable enough with you where they can speak their own mind. Then we all can get somewhere for these kids. But we all have to be honest and be willing to be wrong. And I love being wrong. Like I said the other day, I love being wrong. My friends call me on. If I say something that's untrue, I'm more mad at you if you don't say something than if you do. Because when you say something and you correct me, that tells me that you love me. That tells me that you give a damn enough about me that you don't want me out in this world doing these silly live streams, lying to other people, saying things that are untrue. You make me smarter when you call me, when you see some indoctrination I have. When I first started doing this, I was Christian to a degree where I believed that I still believe the Bible was the word of God. I know that it's not anymore. I know that it's not because my friends questioned it. My form of Christianity is one where it's not man-based. It is whatever God-based is. And I really don't know what God is. It's some sort of alien or something. I don't know. I'm okay with it. I'm okay if God is microbiology and fungi that got together and stitched together multicellular life and somebody one day called it Jesus. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the fact that I don't know. For me, when I say I'm Christian now, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying I got brown feet. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I got brown eyes. I got a mustache. It is a truthful thing about something that's personal on me. That is one of my beliefs, but I will never let that belief harm you, ever. I will never stand next to somebody who says they're a conservative or an evangelical that's trying to tell you how to live your life. I will stand against them every single day. And the only reason I got to this point, M. John, is because people love me enough to tell me the truth. People love me enough to tell me what Christianity did in their country, or what people who had labels that said Christian did when they got there, who they murdered, who they raped, right? And that is not anything that microbiology fundac called Jesus or the alien, whatever he is, whatever that is. It's not probably, he might be a she. I have no idea. But I'm okay with all of that because I know people always lie. Man will always lie to you if he has enough power to get away with it. That's the fact. Man in groups, they'll always lie to you. So I don't believe any of that. But so yeah, so you got to do some live streams, M. John, and I'll share your videos. I'll watch your videos because I also believe that everybody has something to teach you, but you got to be smart enough to listen. You got to be smart enough to listen to people. Somebody said Bible is word. Bible to me is, it's, if y'all want to go down that road, we can. To me, it is a book like a history book. It's a book where people saw things, they wrote it down. Some of the things they probably got right, some of the things they got wrong. How do I know that that's true? The Dead Sea Scrolls. Because the Dead Sea Scrolls show you all the books that they took out of it. The Book of the Watchers, which is the book that tells you the aliens flying all over in space. The Book of Gigantus is the book that tells you that giants are real, that the film they're walking all over the planet. But one day a king came along and said, I don't want people believing in this stuff. If they actually realize that they are from greater things that we understand, greater things than me as a king, that they could do greater things that I did, that they could lift blocks up and make pyramids and all this stuff, they deleted all of that. And you believe they deleted stuff, but they didn't change anything else? The Bible's been canonized over 200 times. There are 8,000 different versions of it. You're telling me that all 8,000 different versions were breathed by God? Man, come on, stop playing. It's time to grow up. It's time that we stop using our indoctrinated ignorance to turn against other poor people. We gotta let that go. I know I was raised to believe it was the word of God, but again, there are bigger things called love and making sure the next generation has a chance at life that are bigger than any of the indoctrinated ignorances that we're holding to today. All right, what else? What else we got? YouTube people over there, what y'all saying? What? Oh, Billy, welcome. Raw Doc Weinmeister, how you doing, brother? I think you're a brother. Sometimes I call people brothers and they're not brothers, the sisters. If I say it wrong, I'm sorry. You know, I'm not all that smart, but I'm smart enough to know I'm not that smart. I mess up grammar. I misspell words all the time. I got the grammar police. I'm so bad at spelling the grammar police, they gave up on me. They walked, they walked away. They go, all my grammar friends like, nah, that's Gerard. He gonna say something dumb. He gonna say something that's smart, but it's gonna be in dumb words. It's gonna have wrong punctuation, commas are not supposed to be. He gonna make up punctuation, but they just gave up on me. All my teachers, they don't, oh Lord Jesus. I'm not gonna say nothing to him. Because he's not gonna stop. He gonna keep spelling stuff. That's okay. Truth ain't always spelled right. I'm smart enough to know that consistency over time equals trust. That's what I'm smart enough to know. I trust people. I trust people who have shown consistently over time they're trustworthy, and I turn away from people who aren't. Let me see, brother Billy, Sister Billy. I'm sorry, Sister Billy. What she say on YouTube? God is beyond human belief. Only someone as great as God can fully understand God, and human beings are not as great as God. Therefore, being an atheist is an act of humility. I'll say that I don't know what God is, and I'm not going to try to convince anybody that I do. I'll say that I see more love coming from my atheist. I see more God-like love coming from my atheist friends than I do from my Christian friends and my Muslim friends and my Hindu friends. This is probably why most of my friends are atheists, because my atheists understand the love that's in me, and it doesn't matter where it came from. Doesn't matter where it came from. It could have come from some microbiology. I'm good with all of that. I don't need to fight anybody over their beliefs, and I'm not going to fight anybody over my belief. That's just dumb. That's just stupid. That's like fighting over this nasty coffee. It's nasty. I messed up my recipe this morning, you know, but what if it were good? I say, this is the best coffee on the planet. That's a belief. Why in the hell are we going to fight over? No, it's not. My Muslim coffee is the best coffee on the planet. My atheist coffee is the best coffee on the planet. It's all relative to experience and what you've seen on this planet and what you did. I would tell y'all something crazy. I'm going to say something crazy. Oh, I'm gonna say something crazy. Oh, here we go. I'll tell you the only reason why I still believe Christ was a real thing. This is the only reason why I don't believe what anybody else said about Christ, because I don't think they're like what Billy just said. A God is a thing we can't even understand. We don't even know what it is. We have no idea how it even thinks. We got these little itty bitty minds, these little itty bitty monkey brains made up of 98% DNA, because the God thing made us from monkey testicles because he didn't want us to take ourselves too serious, or she. We have no idea what it is. So it's dumb to fight over it. You know, it's just silly. It's stupid to fight against its existence, to fight what its name is, or to fight that it does exist. I tell you something crazy. The only reason I still say that Christ was a real thing, and I am a Christian, which basically the extent of that is just love, and having enough love for you that I leave you alone and I let you be whoever you need to be. I let you have your free will, and I will never ally with people who say they're Christian who don't show that love. I'll ally more with the Buddhists. I'll be more with the Taoists. I'll be more with the atheists. I'll be closer to the Muslims and the Hindus than I will be to somebody lying about who they are, lying about what they believe. So here's the reason I still am. I won't go to the detail. I'll just say that one day at band camp, I actually met a creature that was not human. I did. That's going to sound crazy as all get out. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'll tell you the truth. And my ex-wife did too. And we are good friends. And these are one of the things that actually kept us good friends. Other than the kids, they kept us good friends too. They wouldn't let us be ignorant. Anyway, we met a creature that did something no human being should have the ability to do. It was not smoke and mirrors. It was not gas. It was not anything. The only thing I know to be true is that there are things on this planet that have the ability to do things and know things human beings aren't supposed to. Now, it didn't fly, it didn't walk on water, nothing like that. Physics has proven that's possible, quantum physics, but we won't go there. That's why I think God is a master of technology or something, not really smoking puffs and stuff, but that to me, and I was in the Christian faith when that happened, and it happened in a Christian church, that to me told me that there's a whole lot more to this existence than what we know. And that's why, and that's the only reason why. But to me, it stops with love. It stops with love. I won't go any further beyond that. I don't love anybody 1 ounce more than I love anybody else. It doesn't matter what label that you attach yourself to. I won't sooner group up with somebody who says they're Christian than I will with someone who says they're atheist. I will group up with somebody who consistently, over time, shows that I can trust them, that they do love the human race and that they do have love in their heart. Somebody just said God is mathematics. Makes sense to me. I know some of my Christian friends like, oh, I'm not sure I can watch this. This might be the devil. He got the demon in him. We need to go and exorcise him. That's okay. You're indoctrinated. Your mind, it'll start to open up. Open your mind up to the fact that we never know everything. Anyway, I don't talk, that was not the intent of this. We were talking about, what were we talking about today? We were talking about our trust makes war cheaper. Our trust in those who have no integrity, the groups who have no integrity, the people who have no integrity. That's your president. It's all your presidents. It doesn't mean that they're bad guys. And it might even just be that the office of the presidency isn't allowed to have any integrity. That's possible too. But when you do things to murder people and little kids are being raped in the countries that you're doing it, I can't support you. I don't care who you say you are. I have to turn against you. That's the only reason I get to keep my integrity. I wish they would disappear. I know, Krista, who you want people to disappear? Oh, the elites. I think, will they disappear? I think we have to make them disappear. I think they'll leave when we stop taking them serious, Crystal. I think when we stop posting and cheering and we do what that brother did on the Jimmy Dore show from NBC, whatever, when we actually start calling them on their bullshizzle, I think they'll walk away. They want people to take them seriously. And when you stop taking them seriously, they walk away from the conversation. Like I said, my friends who still believe Obama was a good president, they walked away from me. They don't say anything to me anymore. They don't post anything on my page. They just leave me alone. Why? Because when you stop taking them seriously, they walk away. When I keep saying, what good president, what good person would murder children? Eventually they got tired of that. I had a friend who was posting pictures of the dead children. Eventually they got tired of seeing that. And eventually, and this is how I know even they have love in them. I know they got love in them. Because eventually that love deep down, and the Trump people too, eventually that love deep down, it will infect you. Like, you can't make anybody do anything. This is why I don't want to make people do anything. You can't force anybody to do anything good. All you can do is plant a seed. Plant a seed in a person, and if there's real love in there, it'll fertilize it, right? There are a lot of people with a lot of love who are just still lost in indoctrination, ignorance, and fear. Don't hate them so much that you fight them. Just plant a seed. Plant a seed of truth. And if there's love in them, it'll grow. It'll grow, it'll cultivate that love, will fertilize it. And somebody who used to be flat out ignorant, because I used to be, I totally used to be. Somebody who used to be flat out ignorant will become one of the most amazing people who is with you in trying to do something right and changing the world. Caesar Wright, YouTube, said gullibility 2020. Yep. We can't be gullible in 2020. We have to stand in unity with the people who live under our bombs. We got to stand in unity with the little kids who are living in sex slavery right now. We need to stand in unity with the little 8-year-old girl who actually is under some fat dude somewhere in a country in a gang that bought her, that's raping her right now. We need to stand in unity with her, in solidarity with her, against the Democrats, the Republicans, the left, the right, anybody who has no integrity. All of them in 2020. We need to stand against them. We need to only stand for people who have integrity. And then as much as I say, as much as I'll talk about Trump and Obama and what they're doing, but they even got a chance to grow up too, right? They were ignorant, they're being ignorant, but they can grow up any day they want. Any day they want. Any day they want, we can grow up so they can grow up. They can have integrity, they can get it back. They got to prove through consistency over time that we can trust them, but any day they want, they can come back to being honest and being truthful, like a few of the politicians around the world who stand in solidarity with that little girl that's being raped. And it's not one little girl. And it's not just a girl, it's boys too. Millions of children live in sex slavery right now because you want to keep your retirement. You want to keep your job. Think about that. If you can't sleep at night, that means you got love in your heart. That means that you need to start listening to some of my friends and the things that they're talking about. Gerard, let's live stream about becoming vegetarian on a budget. I'm available today and tomorrow. Yes, brother Mark, I'm good all day. Most of the day today. We're going to talk about vegetarianism. Brother Mark and we're going to talk about some vegetarian stuff today, later today. I know if you're a meat eater, I want you to join. All right, here's again. I have no interest in telling you what to do. That'll make my vegan friends mad, but that's okay. They don't understand yet. They're still indoctrinated and trying to force people to stop eating meat. Every time you put something in your mouth, you kill things, you kill creatures, right? My take on the whole meat eating thing is I mostly relate to hunters. And the reason why I mostly relate to hunters who eat their food is because what they're killing lived free. It had a chance at freedom. Life is about consuming energy. And every time I eat my tomato, I'm consuming microbiology. I am killing creatures. I'm reconsuming energy. And I don't want to be a hypocrite on any of that. I'm a vegetarian because it's healthier. I don't want cancer. I don't want to take drugs. I don't want cardiovascular disease. And throughout the majority of time we evolved, we ate more plants than we did meat. We didn't evolve to eat meat. The human body does not process meat well. And most of the modern diseases, that's where they come from. So I promote being a vegetarian. I tell people that they should roll forward, eat less meat, but I will never sit here and tell everybody that, oh, vegans are good and meat eaters are bad. No, vegans support mass murder too. Not just the microbiology that that they eat in lettuce, that's living on the lettuce. The little what are they called? The tardigrades. Y'all see the cute bears? Let me show you. Y'all ever see the cute little bears, the tardigrades? Oh, they're just the cutest little bears. Let me show you what vegans eat. I know it's bad for y'all, but we got to be in solidarity with everybody. We got to stop fighting. It's just not races and religions, any of that. It's all of our own ignorances. We got, look at it. Look at this right here. Look how cute he is. Y'all see the tardigrade, little bear. They call them water bears. They're so cute. And the vegans just murder them. The vegetarians, we murder these creatures all day, every day. Every day we kill them. These creatures can go to space. Did y'all know that? Tardigrades come from space because they evolved genetics and the ability to actually live in outer space. So we know they're not even from the planet Earth. The vegans were killing aliens, y'all. We're horrible. We're monsters. But the good thing about vegans and hunters is the tardigrades live free. The deer had a shot at living a free life. Grocery store hunters, not so much. Not so much, right? We could have solved factory farming a long time ago. We could have freed those vegans. I'm talking to you right now. We could have freed those animals a long time ago from their suffrage. But we didn't do that. Why? Because vegans became so ignorant and arrogant that they pushed away the meat eaters who also don't want to be grocery store hunters of animals that were abused. So animals are being abused right now because of us, vegans and vegetarians. We were a little too ignorant. We were a little too arrogant. And so that's why, because most meat eaters agree, they don't want their animals abused. We wouldn't have to say cage-free anything on anything. All animals would be free range right now if we didn't get ignorant. This is why I'm saying everybody has their indoctrinated ignorance. Everybody's got that one-sided BS, and we gotta fight that BS from within. Our fight isn't with our neighbor. Our fight is with the permanent state. Used to be called the deep state. It's now the permanent state. I listened to that brother from Columbia University. It's the permanent state. Deep state doesn't say it enough. Our fight is with the permanent state and our mirror. That's the only fight. Permanent state and mirror. Your fight is not with racists. Your fight is not with meat eaters. Your fight is not with poor people. Your fight is not with rich people. Your fight is not with other nations. Your fight is with the permanent state that runs this earth, that keeps everybody in misery, all creatures, abuses all of them, and your mirror, your selective ignorance, the things that keep people divided, that we can't actually change things. Let me see. Let me get off of that. Let me see what everybody's saying in the comment room. I know we're just going on this morning. I'm gonna shut down in a bit. I don't know when, but we'll see. We'll see where this goes. What else we got? Awesome show. Thank you, brother David. I don't think it's an awesome show, but I have awesome friends, David. I can tell you that. I don't think I have an awesome show. If anything, if y'all ever hear anything good out of me, it's because my friends are the bomb. That's why. I got a lot of friends that are the bomb. These people have let go of their ignorance, and they're making me a better person every daggone day. We survive by the people who over time show consistency, over time, that we trust, that are awesome and off the hook, that refuse to let us stay dumb or in our own little experience, indoctrinated ignorance. That's what makes us awesome. Let me see. We're all alone and we are all brothers and sisters. Love being called Brother Shane. And that's why I call you Brother Shane, and I appreciate that. I call you Brother Shane because every time I speak to you, I want you to know who you are. I want you to know that I love you. I want you to know that I care as much for you as I do myself. I don't even know if you have children, but I care as much for your children as I do my children. And I will lose my life if I need to for them. That's why I call people brother and sister. I call old folks mom and dad. I do that because it lets them know that I truly love them, that I'm gonna look out for them, and when they're not around, I'm not gonna turn my back on them. My ZZ Top brothers, I won't turn my back on y'all. I won't. I love them to death. Y'all call them whatever you want. Redneck brothers, I will not turn my back. I don't care what anybody says. I won't. I love them. That's my family. You know, my friends in the ghetto, I will never turn my back on my friends in the hood. Never. I won't ever do it. My friends in the barrio, I won't ever turn my back on them. I will always speak the truth no matter who's around. You know, because that's who we are. That's who we all are. I think we forgot it. I think the colonizers took it from us. They burned up all of our history. They burned up all of our cultures. And so we lost our true ethnicities of what we are. And we all started embracing this idea we can tell each other how to live. And we got to go back. Go back to being what we really, really are. Elaine said, God is a spirit. I'm good with that. I have no idea what God is, but I'm so good with all of it. And I love the fact that you care enough to try to figure out what God is, because that means that you love me. If this God thing, again, if it's fungi or if it's a spirit, a cloud, an alien, whatever it is, it made me, and you're trying to figure out more about it, that means you love me and my kids, because you're trying to evolve your mind and figure out things and share them with people. And that's what we got to be, a collective. So I appreciate more birthday wishes. Thank you, y'all. Sister Verna, thank you. I really appreciate that. For my birthday, I just want us to stop being gullible. I want us to love each other more. No, it's not cliche. Love makes the world go round. It always has. It's the only reason that we do anything for anybody is love. We all got it. We just got to tap into it a lot more. Who runs many shelters? We have. Brother David says, let me see. Yet God can inform us. Yes, dumb to fight, smart to test, real tradition is science. Real tradition is science. You test, not believe. Half Taoist, half Christian. Brother David, I love it. I love what you just said. I'm not sure I understand who runs many shelters we have, but if I get what you're saying, I'll say what I think you're saying is love runs those shelters, and a lot of people get that love from people that we say we're supposed to hate. A lot of people get that love from their religion. A lot of people get that love from just old, wise, extremely racist parents and grandparents. But they knew enough, because they grew up in a racist time. They're supposed to be racist. But they knew enough to pass that love to the next generation. The next generation didn't pick up the racist part. They picked up the love part. You know, love people for that love. So absolutely. So who runs the shelters? A lot of churches running the shelters. That's why I can't agree with my atheist friends in attacking Christianity and these other religions, because there are a lot of dumb people who are Christians. Absolutely. There are murderously foul, happy with rape people who walk around with a Christian label. But also some of the most awesome people on this planet with the most love in them are Christian. Some of the most awesome people with enough love, so much love on this planet, are atheists. Some of the most awesome people on this planet are Taoists. So that's who we got to be. All right, let me go down, get to the bottom of the comments. And I think we ran on for a long time. I'm not going to push on too much longer beyond this. Elites won't walk away. They're busy eating our world in a fever. No, David, they won't walk away. I think all we can do is we can spoil the food. We can take away their food. So I was titling this, you know, our trust, it makes it economically advantageous to murder people and destroy a world and try to invade and take it over. When we take the flavor out of that food, when we shame them, when we stop believing them, when we stop trusting them, when we stop laughing, when we stop clapping, when we stop voting, when we stop doing the things that make the world so delicious to take over, they go away. They go do something else, or they get desperate and do something stupid, and we can take the world back. But if they don't and they just walk away, we still can take the world back, because now we're united. We're not divided on these little ignorant words. All right, let me see. Let me go all the way to the bottom. Last couple comments, and I'm going to let everybody go. Eileen, welcome to the house. Brother Tory, let me see. I've witnessed miracles, so there's no doubt in my mind. Ellen, Miracles are a thing, and they are real, and it's crazy as all hell. It's just crazy things happen on this world. We know nothing about this world. We know nothing about spirituality. We know nothing about quantum physics. We know nothing about the abilities of a human being. Crystal loves tardigrades. I do too. And Crystal, I'm sorry, as a vegetarian, I eat tardigrades, and they're beautiful, lovely little creatures. But I like my lettuce, and I like my tomatoes and my peppers. So that's that. I blame my flock for my vegetarianism. Quack, quack. All right, Mark, we're going to talk about that later today. You can explain that to me. Sister Nikki, welcome to the house. If they can live through anything, they probably just floating around inside us. Yeah, and that's a good point, Nikki. We might, well, microbiology, our gut flora and fauna, it's very possible. They can live through the conditions in space. Tardigrades might be living in us. Well, guess what, Nikki? Tardigrades might be God. I'm okay with that too. I don't know. I'm not gonna support my ignorance. We have no idea. I try to keep a nice native diet. Cody, okay. All right, I don't know anything about the native diet, Cody. You can tell me about that. I can make some assumptions I'm not going to do. But, what is being healthy to me, Cody? Being healthy is eating things and you don't get sick. Whatever that is, I think you should eat a lot of that. I think that you shouldn't eat bad things that make you sick, that make you buy pharmaceuticals, go to the doctor, run up money, make corporations bigger. But even still, I'm not going to tell you not to eat Twinkies. That's not my thing. I don't believe in telling you what to do. I say you probably shouldn't eat Twinkies, as I might take a nibble out of one every now and then. But, whatever, when you eat things and you feel good, you should keep eating those things. Jay Roan switched over to YouTube. All right. Happy birthday. Thank you, Jay. I see you on Facebook, too. You're all over the place. Let me see. Caesar Wright, love all. Welcome, Caesar, to the YouTube room. Let me see. We're going to get down to the bottom, and I'm going to slowly start to bring this to an end. Last couple deep comments. What I learned today, that I'm not going to try to call them the deep state anymore. I'm going to call them the permanent state, because that's who they are. They are deep, but that's not the point. The point is they're permanent. They're permanent. It doesn't matter who your president is. It doesn't matter who your congressmen are. It doesn't matter who your prime minister is. The permanent state is a colonized group of people, colonizers who own the whole world, and they want to keep control of it. And they keep control of it, and they have permanent control of the whole world because we keep supporting them. I'm going to start calling them the permanent state from now on. Whatever God is love. Yes, Shirley, absolutely. And that's the only thing that's important about God. I know it's going to make a lot of people upset who are still indoctrinated. But the only thing that's important about God is love. That's it. That's it. Everything else is just to me is inconsequential. Inconsequential. You can believe God is whatever God said, because God told me I was supposed to be okay with whatever you believe, whatever that is. God told me I was supposed to be okay with whatever, however you want to live your life. I'm supposed to love you enough to not tell you how to live your life. I'm supposed to love you enough to love you through whatever you're doing, whether you're hooker, drug dealers, whatever, as long as you're not murdering people. I'm supposed to love you too then. Ooh, I'm supposed to love you even through that. So we can't be hypocrites. Consciousness taints their food. Yes, brother John. Oh, Jonathan, absolutely. Ooh, consciousness. When you act conscious, when you put a little seasoning, little conscious seasoning in their meat, they don't want to eat it as much. They don't like that. No, they don't want the truth. They don't want anything that actually wakes them up a little bit, gets them to see how evil they are, or even wakes them up to the fact that we don't believe the rig anymore. We don't believe the rig system. Absolutely. Sister Nora, welcome. Will you ever tell us how this creature show itself to you? Oh, I'm so curious. I did in an old video, Nora, a long time ago. I think I made a video and I explained it. Nora, it was really creepy. I was in a church. It was very creepy. And during the middle of the sermon, it was a guest minister, never met the person in my life, no idea who this person was, had a dream the previous night, shared it with my wife at the time. The creature stopped talking to hundreds of people, looked at me, told me who I was, told me I had a dream, told me what I was thinking about, told me what was in the dream, told me I was supposed to do what was in that dream, and went back talking to the rest of the crowd. Blew me away. There was no request for credibility. There was no, oh Jesus, Lord Jesus, or was it true, brother? It was none of that. My wife and I, we looked at each other and we were like, OMG. That's crazy. There was no way for that human being to know what was in my dream. There was, I got friends who, when they dream, they have lucid dreams and they tell me about that. It's really interesting. You look at the ancient cultures, they talk about the people who study dreams and the truth in them. And you look at people who do the psychedelics and the creatures that they meet in the dreams and the places that they go. And we don't know anything about any of that. But a thing that showed up as a human being actually looked in my brain somehow, whatever, or something else told it something. I was in a Christian church at the time. So I'm good with that. And I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. It's crazy, scared the hell out of me. We were just blown away and like I said, we're divorced now. We still talk about it every now and then like this. It's insanity. But when this thing came to me, whatever it was that could peer into whatever I am, it was in a Christian church. And so I'm good with that. I'm not anti it. And I don't tell people go be Christian either. I don't do that. I don't know anything. You might supposed to be Muslim. You might supposed to be Taoist. You might supposed to be atheist. Because if you're not where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, then maybe this creatures, whatever they are, maybe they won't show up to you and tell you what to do. I think the world works in an interesting way, and it all it's just, we don't understand it. You got to be good with whoever. If people are living out the trueness of them at that time, whatever that might be, you got to be good with that. And you got to love them for that. And you shouldn't be ignorant in that. Sorry, let me go down to the bottom. Truly last couple comments, and I'm going to say goodbye to y'all. Cody, give a little whistle like Jimmy Cricket, and always let your consciousness be your guide. Absolutely, Cody, because something's always trying to talk to us. And if it's saying love, it's the right thing, do it. Give a whistle. If it makes people happy, keep doing it, keep going. If it makes people angry, makes them want to fight and argue with you, then you're probably not doing the right thing. They don't control the whole world. They need North Korea, Russia, Iran, Syria before they control the whole world. That's possible, Patty. I think they probably control parts of a lot of those governments. Maybe they don't control all the governments. I don't know what it is. But they want the rest of the world, and they're desperate, and they're willing to murder everybody in their way to get it. And so we got to speak against it at all times. All times. Murder has to be a common ground. Brother Miko is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Good friend of mine. Just met. A lot of deep stuff on your page. Brother Roy and Teresa. I'm coming down to the end. Mary, last comment. Who was the last person? I'm going to do last Facebook comment, last YouTube. Last Facebook comment came in from Crystal. We are all interconnected, everybody and everything across all time and distance. Boom. Thank you, sister. Powerful. Powerful last words. Last words coming from the YouTube side, coming from Sister J. Love is the answer. Be smart and listen. Be smart and listen. Progress happens from knowledge and pain, not comfort and denial. Yes, Jay, absolutely. Positive, powerful last words coming from YouTube. Listen, y'all, love y'all to death. It's been a lot of fun. I got to go figure out what the heck I'm going to do for my birthday. But please honor my birthday wish. I got a third birthday wish. Make truth go viral. Support people who are saying the true things. Post out their content. Share out their content. Tell people the truth. Find somebody gullible. Tell them the honest truth. Let it sink in. And our our fight, you guys, is in the mirror. It's all in the mirror. We got to fight the mirror. We got to fight the permanent state. And even without raising one arm against the permanent state, we can beat them just by fighting the ignorance in our own mirrors. Y'all, nitinol, did I say it right? Nitinol is a thing. Free energy is real. It's old technology. We don't need oil. We don't need to murder anybody for it. We don't need our retirements on slavery, ignorance, murder, death, rape. We got to walk away from the whole thing, let it fall. Anyway, love y'all to death. Thanks for joining. Got to go back, watch the beginning if you want to see the free energy example, but it is a thing. We need these people. Brother Edwin McMillan, who is now dead, but we need his engine to go viral. It's just one free energy engine in probably thousands, if not tens of thousands. Love y'all to death. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.